Alright, there we go. We should be live. Welcome back, everyone. I meant to start about 20-ish minutes ago and ran into some issues, but we're here now. I think everything should mostly be set up. I just gotta make sure the stream is going. Let me see where we are. Okay, we're in a safe spot. Very good. Let's pull this up. Oh, and of course the screen is doing what it normally does. Excellent. There we go. That should pull that up. My voice is coming through excellent. So then, just a couple little things. I guess I'm gonna have to worry about every time I start streaming the HDMI having some sort of weird glitch at the bottom, which sucks. But I guess I'll live with it as long as I remember to do it every time it adds just one more step to get started. I wonder what causes it? It just seems really odd. But anyways, we are here. Now that everything's going. Let's see, where was the mission taking us? I remember it being, yeah, right over here. I want to grab these on our way. Let's see, what's a good spot to start at? Let's start here. That's Serenilla. Why does the audio sound weird? That would be why the audio sounds weird. Oh my gosh.
Let's move.
Real professional start to this video, man. If I have any more technical issues, which we might because I fucking always have crashes. If I have any more technical issues, I'll fight someone. That's fucking annoying. Take my Kate out on that. That is a fucking big Man of War. Holy shit. Level 49 is not the highest level we took on, but look, 1,500 reals, that's pretty good. I'm not gonna do it, though. I'm not gonna do it right now. I want to do the main mission. This is actually gonna be really cool. Oh, look, that one's alone, though. Just stuff to sell, but... Nah, I don't want to take it on. I want metal if we're gonna take on a ship. I mean, I wonder how much money we have, actually. Does it say in here? Oh, we have a lot of reals. Okay, well... I don't know, man. It's one ship. That's one ship. We'll take it. I know it doesn't have metal or wood. But we'll take her on. I feel like we need metal or wood. Maybe I'm crazy. Maybe we just need money. I don't know. Let's see if we can just do one of these ships, not the whole Yeah, I definitely didn't want to go to the left here. There we go. At least it was really easy. Can I board? I thought I did, and then it didn't. Okay. Some big old ships, so... That's some pretty good shots. I think one of them didn't get it. Gotta take down the crew and destroy their flag. There we go. Ah! Fuck you, I wanna hit you this guy. Oh, the fucking gun finishers are so cool. Do they add an extra, like, half a second? Yes. Is it entirely worth it? Also, yes. just need something awesome. Sir, can you stop attacking that guy? Really? Can I fucking kill this guy? I could have killed him like 5 times, but every time I went to fucking kill him, my own guy would fucking get in the way or something. There we go. If we get one more guy, we can head up. I'm trying to stabilize here. I can't get to the fucking guy that needs to die. Got him eventually. And there's another one. Whatever. We're just gonna go up here. Took so long to get those guys over with it. That guy's not gonna shoot me, is he? I don't think I've ever noticed the, like, symbols on these flags. That's cool. Or not the... It's not a flag, right? The giant sail. I don't think I've ever climbed one that had one on that. That's cool. I mean, this is a really big man of war, so... Just cool in general. And honestly, we'll just go for the repair, because I think we're, like... Not wanted at all, yeah. We can always lower our wanted level by fighting 2 ships. 2 or more. That way we can repair and... Just want to take them on. Now that we're very successful pirates. Perhaps even the most successful. They have a lot of wood and metal. Only 1,000 reals because it's a slightly smaller ship. But they have a lot of, like... little gunboats. We could use the schooner to repair, but I don't know. Oh, I should probably, like, turn the direction we need to go, yeah. So I ended up just watching, actually, a video. I totally forgot to put the YouTuber that made it. But a video about the history of sea shanties. And I am... remiss to inform you, most of the sea shanties in this game are not historically accurate to this game. So, that's rough. But what can you do? They get the atmosphere that you want out of a game like this, right? So. Princess. Hey, that's Black Bart's ship. He's got a big old pirate ship. It might be the biggest one. Other than maybe Blackbeard's Queen. It's a cool looking ship, though. Look at that thing. Oh, I totally just thought of something I was going to do. I was going to look up how many of these bottles there are to see if we had them all. Excuse me. Pardon me. So that's what I was curious about. Though we'll probably get a thing for collecting the last one, right? It'll probably tell us. Hey, you got the last one. You completed an Abstergo achievement or whatever. Ubisoft achievement. Either way. Same company. Love that they kind of did that. So yeah, that's number 19. I feel like... Okay, hold on. Let's actually make sure there aren't any missing ones. Documents, letters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. That might be all of them, but I don't know. I'll double check that later. Because I do want to read through all of those in one go. Which is going to be a pain in the ass on my voice, but it's okay. Let's get this chest. Look at that. That's the last random Uncharted chest in the game. That is a... That ship's getting real close. They're like, yes, we would like to attack your pirate ship while you are not on board so we can actually defeat you. But seems they wisened up because I was coming up.
Captain has the helm.
Yeah, get out of here. Can't you see we don't want you anymore? That's really cool to see him fucking go through that little place there, but probably not realistic. I guess what you can kind of just assume is everything's like small scale except for the ships. The ships are like way too big for what we're seeing. Like all the islands should be like way more spread apart and bigger compared to what we see. That's a good way to think of it. The ships would also be more spread out than in real life. You just see it as like they shrunk it. Yeah, look at that. That's a cool ship.
Ah, Captain Kenway. Should we use your ship for this next scheme or mine?
I'd first hear the details before deciding.
Oh, it's a small gambit. This fount of information has just told me that a nearby galleon contains the treasure I seek. For his sake, I hope he's right.
You've thought this plan through?
Indeed. Using this man will acquire a Portuguese flag, which will get us as close to our target as possible. It's a very simple idea, if you follow my orders to the letter.
The jackdaw, then.
Excellent.
Say my ship.
We're
Even
underway,
though it's
Ross.
technically smaller, it's probably better.
So what's your plan?
The flagship of this fleet is transporting a valuable treasure in a large chest. Crystal files filled with blood. You may remember.
We're chasing drams of blood. Is that all?
I asked you to follow my instructions to the letter, Captain, but I did not give you leave to question why. I want those blood vials intact, and if that does not happen, we part as enemies. Do you understand?
I'll try to, aye.
Ease the train. Catch the wind.
Alright, let's not piss off Black Bart here. Now that he's roped us into his schemes.
There's the thing for us, Captain. You see that ship here? He'll need its flag for this ruse to work.
If I can steal that flag without disturbing so much as a flea, I'll do it.
How do they not
By all
notice us?
means, try.
Commissar Falar.
E que Deus abençoe ao rei Dom João.
Que Deus o guarde e proteja, senhor. Como se encontra nesta noite tão formosa?
Bem, obrigado. Sou um pequeno passeio por estas notas desses todos aí. Conforme. Está tudo em ordem por este lado?
Sim, senhor. Tudo em ordem, senhor. Estamos apenas à espera que o nosso navio almirante seja reabastecido antes de zarpar. Ah, e julgo que um dos nossos navios mercantes da nossa frota necessita de um novo mar. Há homens em guerra neste momento em busca de uma arma. Firme, tal suporte.
I can talk over these guys because just reading what they say, but I like to let
Compõem a
them
maior
talk.
parte da nossa frota, senhor. Dos nossos 42 navios, diria que mais de 2/3 são embarcações
Do
mercantis.
not spot me.
Não duvido que estejam com receio de pirata. Não.
Sim, senhor, exatamente. Daí as nossas precauções. Com tantos piratas nestas águas, esta frota necessita de bastante proteção.
Fuck.
Não é uma tarefa leve
Ok.
guardar quase 3 dúzias de navios.
Imagino que não.
Peço perdão, senhor, mas não estou a reconhecer o seu navio. Nem sequer transporta a bandeira do rei.
Pois, falando de pirata, este perigo foi retirado bastante tempo para cair para Cabo Frio. Ainda não tivemos a oportunidade para o reparar.
Ah!
Well, that worked pretty well, actually. Like, I, made that work. I don't know how they didn't see that, though. That's ridiculous.
Foi prazer falar consigo, jovem. Entregue os meus cumprimentos ao seu capitão.
Certo, senhor. Vai lamentar não ter tido a oportunidade para falar consigo.
É Vá bem. Até a próxima. Que Deus nos abençoe.
There we go. Not too difficult, thankfully. Almost got caught, but sleep dart saved our ass. I can't believe I missed the first shot. That was terrible. I thought for sure I was done for.
You got the flag?
Aye, and we're flying it now. This should do nicely.
You got it up pretty quick.
I'll keep my distance. Slow and steady.
Aye. The flag we stole won't protect us from eyes that pry too long.
Por favor, senhor. Imploro-lhe que considere aquilo que está prestes a fazer.
Now é possível.
What's he whinging about?
He's not whinging, he's ecstatic.
Yeah, just don't pay any mind to the pirate ship coming through here.
Trim to, catch the wind. Ease the trim, use the tops.
Still got those pirate flags on the side.
Up ahead! They are unloading something from that ship.
Could that be our prize? Perhaps you should go ashore, Captain Kenway. Find that chest. It contains the prize I seek. Bring it here.
Alright.
We'll tell this lot where they'll not come near them unless they catch them.
Alright.
Admor, podemos falar com o capitão do navio.
Oh, come on, dude. I literally was in the fucking bush.
Por Deus, como foi isto acontecer?
Terá sido mercadoria pesada. Se estarem em paz, ou teremos uma forma de organizar uma quarentena para evitar o contato.
Certo, senhor. Nós transmitimos a mensagem.
I mean, hey, if it works, it works.
Ouvi uma história sobre um espanhol que veio visitar o nosso almirante. Cá para mim, era uma traição.
Sim, ouvi dizer que se chamava Torres.
e remem até aquele
Tempos
brilho.
estranhos estes, em
Eles
que um
dizem que
espanhol
foram
pode
atacados
andar a
pela
passear pelo convés de um dos nossos vasos de guerra.
What's that? Torres is here? Or was here?
Muito que amaldiçoem a marinha, a verdade é que nos faz bem à disciplina.
Please.
Um convés deve ser
Clean as the wheels
organizado,
are.
tão limpo como o rabo de uma baleia. Por isso bebe rancor que o capitão nos coloca a despegar. É senso comum.
Oh, come on. Get down. You're always on board.
Não podes despistar-nos, seu monte esterco preguiçoso!
What I thought. Okay. Gimme. Kill 4 enemies in a row using bolt pistols. I don't think we did. Here comes the jackdaw. She's speeding along. Me on board. Oh, fuck. Sorry.
The chest they hold ashore was full of empty vials. Where's our Portuguese captain?
He had outlived his usefulness,
Where is he?
sleeping soundly at the bottom of the sea.
How many men must we kill for a simple prize?
As many as drift into our path.
I mean, to be fair, we kill people. I get not wanting to kill everyone, though. So, you know. It's kind of uncool. Didn't need to do it.
Come off the wind, someone. Let's get moving.
Oh, I think I
Hold down. Beef the mains.
Yep, I did. I kind of took a wrong turn. Oops. I should have paid more attention. I thought I could turn right, but there was no fucking room. God damn it. Well, you know. Could have been worse. The plot is thickening now. It's all coming together. Torres wants the vials. Blackbart wants the vials. He's a sage.
Look on that, Captain. Men who ran the same gauntlet and lost their way.
We're made of sterner stuff, are they?
How often have those been a sailor's last words, I wonder?
Alright, we go this way. It's cool to see the Portuguese. I don't really get to see them much. I think, were they the ones we saw in Africa as well?
I'm off the wind, someone. Furl all sails.
What are you doing? Oh my god, okay. Dude, okay, I guess I should have just stayed right. I didn't have fucking time to think about that. That was annoying as hell.
Catch the wind.
Alright. Let's do it again then.
Look on that, Captain.
Yep.
Men who ran the same gauntlet and lost their way.
We're made of sterner stuff, are they?
How often have those been a sailor's last words, I wonder?
Probably a fair few times. Just stick right. Be okay. Good day. Coming through.
Our treasure must be aboard that galleon. Why don't you take the ship itself and save us a bit of time?
Aye, that's the way I'd play it.
I can bring the jackdaw closer, but those lookouts will be a problem.
Well spotted. I'll clear them off first.
Alright. We're stealing a man of war. I don't know the logic of us having a crew for this, but fuck it. We ball. Our question is, where exactly are these guys going to stay looking? Turn around. Thanks.
Estou cansado desta luta. E também não estou ansioso por viagem de volta a Lisboa.
Pretty sure Lisbon is in one of the Assassin's Creed games very briefly. It's funny. Alright. You. Need to get rid of him. I mean, realistically, we can just go. This guy, stab him. Stab this guy. Out in the bushes here. He'll think something's up. Come this way. Let me take out this guy. Easy peasy. That was pretty nice. I'm gonna loot these guys. See if we can't get some stuff. Bullets are full at least. Something. Got this. Okay, that was pretty tight. That was great.
Não tenho vergonha em dizer que esta é uma bela noite. E têm sido raras este mês.
Oh, I was close to what they had to say. Oh, I guess fucking nothing is what they got to say. There we go. That's what I want. Get him. Don't notice me. That was great. Holy shit. Oh, this is not great though. Wrong guy. That's fine, we got him. That was almost pretty cool. But it worked, so take what we can get. Alright, where can I hide from this guy? I think I can just go right up this. We're smart. Oh my goodness, you're fucking kidding. Sincerely, fuck you. I'm glad the gun swords don't make you any louder. Very, very good. Oh yeah! That was sweet.
We've been spotted. Took them long enough. To quarters all, man the cannons! Every last hand! On your command, Captain! Let's hear the roar of this beast!
Yeah, I don't believe we have enough men for this, but it's so cool. We have to do it.
Handsome win! Sun's up! Let's get moving!
She does a lot of damage, as you can probably tell. This is their flagship. That makes a lot of sense, actually. They have the precious cargo on the flagship. Oh, if there's only one guy left, we almost should sink him. Yeah, we got him. Okay. That's pretty sweet. So you'll keep this one, Black Bart, instead of the princess? I like this ship, but I like my Jackdaw just a little
Here's
more.
my prize! Ah, the Templars have been busy, I see. Lawrence Prince's blood. Useless now. Woods Rogers, Ben Hornigold, even Torres himself. Small quantities kept for a special purpose.
You must take me to the observatory, Roberts. I need to know what it is.
To what end, eh? Will you sell it from under my nose? Or work with me and use it to bolster our gain?
Whatever improves my lot in life.
How ridiculous. A merry life and a short one, that's my motto. It's all the optimism I can muster. All right, Captain Kenway. You've earned a look.
We're finally going. Let's go. Ah, we didn't stay out of combat. That's rough. I fucked that up, but that's okay. Let's see where we're headed. Oh, it's not even that far away. The only question is, can we trust this black bar? Doesn't seem the most trustworthy, but then again, what pirate is? I mean, up until when he went crazy, maybe Charles Wayne, or realistically Ed Thatch. Definitely Bonnet, we could trust him. I don't know about the rest. The rest not so much. Yeah. Make our way. Santana. Royal Fortune. Yeah, he did keep it. That's crazy that it's a pirate with a man of war. But I guess it's probably only temporary, right?
Come breast the bars, bullies, heave her away.
Alright.
Can you feel it, Addy? We're moments away from the grandest prize of all.
I feel nothing but a hot wind in my ears, Captain.
Come on, man. When we take this treasure, we'll be set for life, all of us. 10 times over.
As you wish.
Ahoy, Roberts! We'll cast anchor and meet ashore.
You were followed, Captain Kenway. How long for, I wonder?
It's Hornigold!
Burn and flay that turncoat.
Deal with your old friend in haste, Captain, before I regret my favor to you.
I was wondering when we'd see him again.
Loose and catch the wind, Captain! Think carefully about what you mean to do here.
What are you grousing about, Ade? It's Ben Hornigold, come to kill us out there.
Aye, and the traitor needs to die. But what then? Can you say with certainty that you deserve the observatory more than he and his Templars?
No, I can't, and I don't care to try. But if you've a better idea, by all means, tell me.
Forget working with Roberts. Tell the assassins. Bring them here and let them protect this place.
Aye, I'll bring them here. If they're willing to pay me a good sum for it.
Ooh, it's pretty close.
We'll have a hard fight if Hornigold draws us any deeper into this fog. We're nearing the Devil's Backbone.
You mean them crags that look like the backbone of a beast?
Aye. El Espinazo del Diablo, the Spaniards call it.
Oh, we're gonna get spotted. There's no way. That's okay, though. If we get spotted, so be it.
Away! Cliff dead ahead!
There's just not really anywhere to go here.
Enemy making for us, sir! Schooner! Colours are English!
On. Oh, did we do it? Benjamin, that's him.
Getting close.
Alright. I don't intend to. Take out the bigger one. Alright, old Ben. You really think you can tussle? Oh, I was gonna board that other one. Ah, because we're chasing, I see. I say a fitting end. be on the ship, but I guess this is fair.
I will be coming back.
Alright. There, assassinate Hornigold. I'll try. I remember this island. Got the British flag flying from this ship. Find a way up there, I should say. I got the gunners. Okay. That guy's just walking into his friend there. He must like him.
Poor sailors back there, lads. If we live out this day, by God, I'm playing every last bit here.
Oh, come on. You just got outgunned. What were you gonna do? Okay. What a fucking shit show.
Steady up! Keep your backs together, lads! This fight isn't over!
Both of them?
Listen to what he's telling you. Hey, where do you think you're going? Listen, get it!
I don't know why I couldn't kill both of those guys, but okay. There.
Hey, are you feeling all right?
What the fuck? How would you ever get over there without being seen? Love to know. Okay. This guy can come over and fight? Sure, whatever. Okay, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine.
There he is!
Just get down. Go there. Doing the air assassination. Fuck you guys. Can't stop me. Alright.
I know this bastard, and I've seen what he can do. He'll be after me, sure as I'm standing here. Hold your ground.
Yeah, I am.
Ah! You could have been a man who stood for something. But you've a killer's heart now. With nothing but metal to show for all your blunders.
Damn sight better than you, Ben. The heart of a traitor who thinks himself better than his mates.
Aye, and proven true. What have you done since Nassau fell, huh? Nothing but murder and mayhem.
You threw in with the very kind we once hated!
No! These Templars are different. I wish you could see that. But if you continue on your present course, you'll find you're the only one walking it. With the gallows at its end.
It may be. But now the world has one less snake in it. And that's enough for me.
You know, in a way, both of them were just a little right. But come on, Hornigold. You're really gonna get in bed with a bunch of dudes who like slavery? What the fuck? That ain't gonna work. Not for me. You can go stand on a ship now if we really want to. Let's go see. But yeah, I don't think we've ever been on his ship. No, we haven't. Never got on Jack Rackham's ship. That sank pretty quick. We never got on Vane's ship. That sank pretty quick. Some fucking tornado. Can I get up? I want to stand on his ship. This is a little bit more realistic of what a pirate ship would be. All things considered. Pretty cool. Anyways, let's see where we're headed. I don't think it's terribly far off. I know the marker moved substantially farther away. Oh yeah, now it's over here. I knew it was there, because I didn't go there, but like if you go there, it won't let you into this spot, but it's clearly a place you can go. I knew it. I call it. I knew it. Even though I never mentioned it in here. I found it on my last playthrough. I just like sailed up to that spot so I could collect things. And I couldn't. But it's time. We're gonna go see the observatory. Been building up to this moment. I don't like this one. This is not a great shanty. Alright. Yes, this is Long Bay. Those pistols stand out a little bit against our outfit, but it's kind of cool. I dig it. Should have put on our, like, actual assassin outfit, but I like this one. It looks cool.
Is that pirate hunter dead? Aye, by my own hand. Why is it you alone can find what so many want?
I was born with memories of this place. Memories of another time entirely, I think. Like another life I've already led.
Curse you for a lurch, man, and speak some sense.
Not today. After you, Captain. The path ahead is dangerous.
Yeah, this is some actually pretty cool stuff, not gonna lie. We won't be doing much
The men native to
yet.
this land will put up a fight, Edward. Are you willing to push back if necessary, huh? To kill if needed?
You'll hear from me soon.
Testate, Guardians, Sonar. Didn't check what the other one was. That's reassuring. This is also reassuring. Oh, seem to be guarding. There's one. There's another. How do I get up there to click? Oh, ow. Fucking into this bush. Ow! Shit. Shot me, bitch. Oh, this does not lead where I want it to. Might not be able to do the collecting until we cleared this. So I just don't know how to get up to that one. Looks like it's way up there. I don't know. We'll figure it out.
On me.
Alright, that one's clear. Well, I don't know if we can get up to that. Well, maybe we can. Oh yeah, we can. Never mind. Gotta go the way that gets you there, I guess. That helps quite a bit. Treasure over there too. Treasure. I know we're gonna have to come back here anyway, but might as well get a little bit of it. You don't need to jump all the way down, can we? Okay. Crocodile. Alright, we won't. Get the gun out. These guys are gonna be a pain in my ass. Oh, from stocking guns. Oh yeah, we totally failed both. We failed that one, so I guess I'm not gonna worry about getting the other. Not really worth worrying about. Probably should feel bad for killing indigenous people just protecting an ancient site. But the game told me to deal with them, and I'm dealing with them. Edward doesn't have any qualms about killing. Deal. There's a guy in those bushes over there. There is.
Let's get going.
All right. Let's go. Yeah, we will come back here probably really quick after this, if possible, when available. Because I do want to loot the fuck out of this place, but get what we can for now and just deal with it when we get there. Alright. Animus fragment. Yeah, this is a lovely place full of dead bodies. Not something anyone would ever actually say. Some of the last synchronized points in the game, though. So that's gotta count for something. Is there anything over here? I don't see anything. I'm gonna say no. Let's get that, though. Up. Oh, what are you doing? Good catch, but what are you doing? Alright. Remember this section. Why did I punch him? Got a bottle over there to pick up. There's also a chest over here. I don't mind if I do. These guys get poison arrows or anything? Ooh, sleep dart? Poison arrows. What the fuck am I talking about? Fucking poison darts. Oh my god. Dude, do I even know what words I'm saying? I don't even know. I think I'm actually just crazy. See, right in here. I bet you that's the last one. I could fully well believe it. Yeah, 20. Oh, other things in the database. Sage. Alright. What have we not read? Oh, yeah, okay. We'll read through that in a second. I think that means we got them all. Let's read through those. I just realized I was literally in the database and didn't read them. Jesus Christ. That's shanties. Documents. Letters. Alright. This is going to take a minute, so my apologies, but I want to read through these because I think they're interesting. On my name and origin. To any and all who may read this missive, know first that I am Tom Kavanagh, born in 1652, formerly of Boston, now of the world, living in the year 1706, taken to isolation long ago in the place of my ancestors in pursuit of peace and steadiness of spirit. My story is a singular one, though I make no claim to greatness or nobility. Yet there is such an amount of strangeness in my blood it bears mention, with the wish that a better understanding may come from my situation, and with the hope that, if there be any others in the world who suffer the same perturbations of mind as I have since birth, they might find in me a kindred soul and a friendly voice to guide them to the calmer shores of sanity. In plain words, I was born a creature of two souls, one being my own, newly minted and fresh upon the world's stage, yet the other being an old and wise thing, a soul as old as the universe itself may be. Two souls, therefore, in a single body, competing for supremacy. For as long as I have been a thinking being, I have felt these two tides stirring within me. How this mysterious incorporation should have occurred shall be the subject of future letters. 2. Early opinions of my condition. From birth, I was known to my parents and neighbors as a boy of strange habits and impulses. My eyes, being of unequal color and dimension, always invited odd comment and query, being so easy to discern. But my behavior was also noticeably queer. I was given to gesticulations of a mysterious sort, signs and symbols that appeared to my parents to portend a meaning they could not decipher. It was also said that I never did cry or protest, strange for a babe, but likely a comfort to my dear mother. I gained the gift of speech in my 12th month, my first words being my love and beloved. My parents seized upon this as a good sign of a robust intelligence, but could not have been much pleased with what such words implied, and right they were to be anxious, for at such a time that I should have called these kind shepherds mother and father, by the age of 2 years, I had already taken to refer to them Elizabeth and Thomas, a queer sort of quirk for an infant, it needn't be said. But this was my impulse, and until I passed through adolescence, was a practice I stuck to. 3. On the place of my birth. Of the city I called home for nigh 2 decades, I have nothing but fond memories. Boston was a place of great beauty and peace. My father was a cobbler by trade, and my mother kept a modest house as she raised me as best she could, and together we lived along the southern shores near the wharfs that saw the tall ships in their comings and goings, shuttling all manner of good to and from this young colony. I remember being always fascinated by those ships and the promise of adventure they presaged, and it was not for want of distraction or imagination that I spent many a morning sitting upon the docks to watch them enter the harbor from locations afar or disappear from it, sinking into the horizon as silently as a dream. I wondered then what lay beyond that thin line of azure, and in wondering set the course of my desire. I wished to travel, to discover. So it was that I knew from those early days I would not live out my life in Boston, but would range far and wide in search of the source of the strange secrets within me. Of that more shall be writ at another time, but let it be known that I was content for a time, and that I loved my parents very much. 4. My first reverie. I recall with great clarity the day of my first reverie. Heretofore, I had only the sense of my bicameral mind, but on this day I was offered a glimpse, as if through a window, into that second buried soul, into the second life within me. I was 4 years of age, and it was a fresh autumn day. I was out with my parents upon an excursion, strolling about the place called Beacon Hill, we having only concluded our picnicking, now arranged about the peak to take view of the city below. It was then a coolness fell upon me. The world seemed to darken and glow all at once. I fell back, landing, it seemed, into a pair of coddling arms. A voice said to me, "Go, beloved, go to your rest." As eerie as this was, a deep love suffused me. The voice went on, "Your sacrifice will not have been in vain, and though you must pass from this life, I will see you renewed, reborn to remain at my side forever." Never before and rarely since had I felt such a depth of adoration. Then the skies cleared and the world lighted, and I awoke supine with my parents looming over me, calling my name. 5. My deepening predicament. It is with deep sadness I should now relate the genesis of my feeling of great isolation from my parents, even at so young an age, and my powerful sense that I was too much different from them, meaning that though they had borne me and raised me, I seemed not to of their issue, nor of their kind. And the reverie described previously cast this feeling in a firmer mold. I seemed not to be of this world at all. Indeed, there were days when I felt not remotely human at all, but of another kind of creature entirely. Between the time of my 4th year and my 14th, I was given to such a profusion of reveries and ideas and dreams that I should sound mad to describe them, yet by outward appearance I was as normal as any lad, and further was never particularly troubled by what crossed my mind. Visions of great cities made of glass, portraits of beautiful men and women in great flowing robes, machines that generated light as easily as thunderclouds, vehicles that flew in the skies as birds. As I say, ideas and visions too fanciful to be entertained by any sane minds, yet all too real in my head to be ignored. 6. My apprenticeship. When I was aged 14 years, my father, feeling I should discover some better skill or trade sensible to my habits of mind, apprenticed me to a master carpenter joiner called Jonathan Davenport of Boston. Master Davenport had then many slaves and 2 other white boys in his employ, one a bricklayer by trade and the other a carpenter, both not terribly clever. But seeing in me a certain spark of intelligence and wit, Master Davenport was all too keen to place me as a joiner, and I was happy to oblige, the position earning me some £2 a year and a great satisfaction of spirit. A joiner's work requires a nice and steady hand, and a great taste in ornament. Both qualities Master Davenport told me I had in large measure, and so it was with great pride that, well, prior to the customary 7 years, I took leave of my master after only 5 and set out on my own at 19 years of age to seek my success, now a man and master in my own right. My master was not sad to see me go, but bade me good fortune, for he knew in his heart that I was the greatest talent he had yet apprenticed. For there is something of a natural genius in you, lad, a wisdom beyond your years. And so packing a kit of all my worldly possessions, I bid my mother and father much love and farewell, then took passage on a merchant brig bound for Jamaica in the West Indies, where need for carpenters of skill was greatly needed. Also, just a little thing, they just had to have it be something to do with Davenport. That's really interesting. Wonder how that ties back into Achilles and the Davenport homestead, because I feel like it has to, right? Maybe it doesn't, but it feels like it would. Anyways, 7. On leaving home. It pains me now to think on my feelings of departure from Boston and from my dear parents who raised me so well, for in hindsight I think perhaps I should have been melancholy, or anxious at the least, yet leaving home at so spry an age ranks as one of the great joys of my life. Never before or since did I ever feel such an embrace of freedom. Yet not all concerning my leaving was joyous, as it was around this time that the voices came upon me strong. Much like a man whispering in my ears, these voices were neither sinister in nature, nor did they prevent mature dealings with my fellow man. But unlike my reveries, which came to me in my sleep or in daydreams, these voices came at me at times inconvenient to my present purpose. Day and night they intruded without provocation, and though they were not constant, they were certainly frequent in nature, and strangest of all, had the qualities of memories. There were times, too, when I seemed to hear my own voice among them. Was it possible that I heard conversations from a previous life? Memories of those I knew, memories of engagements long past. In the next letter I shall relate what were perhaps the most confounding snatches of conversation. 8. What the voices said. Here I relate one such memory, repeated ad nauseum through the whole of my life. Myself, a man and 2 women. A woman. As biological traits are passed from one generation to another, why should we not engineer the humans to pass learned information to their offspring as well? It is well within our scope. And here another woman interrupts. Never. Already we have made them sturdy and strong. Why should we gift them with new advantages over us? We are dying. The war is tilting against us. We should discover a means to our own salvation, not theirs. And here the man disagreed. Our time is done. The instruments of our will shall soon be our masters, and we shall fade away. Perhaps not in 10 or 20 years, but certainly this century is our last. Why not, therefore, a gift to the humans with added faculties for wisdom and growth? Why not let them pass on the accumulations of their learnings from one generation to the next? By ever ascending degrees, the humans shall be as wise as we are. And here I seem to speak. It can be done. By simple manipulation of the code within their blood, we could improve their lot. And here the second woman screams, Absolutely not! And then the memory is ended. 9. A curious incident at sea. Upon my route to the West Indies, a curious incident aroused in me a revelation. It was a wanton act of violence that I witnessed, one that proved fatal only to its instigator, a pardoned pirate named Savory, who had come aboard to work off his debts as an honest Christian. yet died a devil full of drink after mistaking the reasonable abjurations of his fellow man for insults. He was taken by a self-inflicted pistol shot, sustained as he attempted to load his piece in preparation for the first of 6 duels which he had arranged as challenges against our group. All of us were sad for his misfortune, but none were sorry that our crew got quieter in his absence. And yet, at seeing the poor chap wound himself so, and witnessing the blood freely flow from his body, a notion sprung upon me like an idea long dormant, already within me, yet awaiting a chance to reappear. Thence came the phrase I had heard before, springing to mind. The code in their blood. Suddenly it was sensible to me. The code of life, like a shipbuilder's draughts in miniature, yet responsible for building each and every man and woman on earth. How was it that such an idea made perfect sense to me? How was it I understood already that which had no precedent in the most modern philosophies? The code of life, in our blood. Imagine! These ideas swirled within me for many weeks upon that voyage, spinning in such a maelstrom of thought I could not articulate them. 10. Finding steady work. Reaching Jamaica, I pushed all idle thoughts and fantasies from my mind and set about finding myself employment. A letter of endorsement from my mentor, Mr. Davenport, hastened my success, and within a fortnight I was able to secure an interview with an agent working for the esteemed Mr. Peter Beckford. Here he is, Peter Beckford's coming up again. A man known wide across the West Indies as a one of honor and good intelligence, as I must say, was his agent, for the man hired me on the spot, and within a 2 days' time was I set to work upon the slaves' quarters, fitting them with sturdier doors and tighter roofs. For my own accommodations, I am well pleased to tell they were fine. 3 windows had I, 2 of which looked upon the cane fields. When opened, a light breeze filled my room, one scented with the raw perfume of the nearby sea, and the distant sound of a hushing ocean surf. Often, too, the spiritual songs of the Negroes, I don't know if I could say that, but we're going to say it because it's in the words, had at work entered and gave me a deep calm. It was pleasant there, only this comfort could not mask the dread I felt at the thought of catching the yellow fever, or another of the innumerable ailments that often struck those newly arrived to these parts. For my part, I saw well over 17 men and women perish from the disease within 6 months of my arrival. It seemed, then, that for every success I had, another 2 or 3 potential hazards lay in wait, and as time would tell, this proved most unfortunately true. 11. Peter Beckford the Elder. Of my employer I must say something, for it was owing to his connections that I came to find such troubled dealings. Peter Beckford was a man of great charisma and pride. In 1662 he had come to Jamaica, and in just 10 years had fast procured himself a sizable portion of land which he sowed with cane as early as he was able. Upon my coming into his orbit, he owned, claimed all about him, one of the largest private holdings of land in all the world, rivaling only kings and emperors for his largesse. This same surplus applied to the number of slaves in his employ. Whereas he had arrived in Jamaica with a complement of 3, he now owned the better part of 300. A shrewd and relentless man of business, Mr. Beckford was known also to be subservient to a temper of cyclonic power. Wrath and fury and enmity were his primary means of settling arguments that could not be concluded in Mr. Beckford's immediate favor. He was, however, always kind to me, and as gracious a man as one could hope as an employer to be. But this I put down to my status in his eyes. He was a traditional man with a respect for rank and breeding. In earlier times, he had been the governor de facto of the island, and though a statesman no longer upon my arrival, he still bore all the signs of a man who felt it his natural duty to lead. Further, his political connections he valued as deeply as his sugar and the money it brought him, and it was in this capacity, following the arrival of a Spanish soldier, that I met the man who would change my life for the worse forever. A young man named Laureano Torres. Who, yeah, we know him. 12. The Templar arrives. It was in April of 1673 that I espied the galleon in Kingston's harbor, flying the colors of the men of Holland, which I thought queer but not unlikely. This was a ruse, however, for the ship's cargo was assuredly Spanish. A gentleman called Torres, once a soldier in the Spanish army, now an emissary on behalf of his king, or so said he to Peter Beckford. I learned later that he called himself a Templar, and he had made his visit to Beckford's plantation to look upon Master Beckford's strange collection of collected manuscripts. Torres was 2 days with Mr. Beckford when another object took his full attention, namely, me. The sight of my face stirred in him a strange sort of excitement, which I found altogether untoward at first, until he plied me with questions that shocked me to the core of my being. Said he to me one evening, after supper, "Hear you voices, Mr. Kavanagh?" "How is that?" I answered, feigning ignorance, though shaken in truth. "Voices from the dark of your mind, or memories, to be clear, as if from another life entirely." And here I was terrified. How was it that this man knew the odd riddle of my life as if it were a banal fact of history? "I know not what you mean, Master Torres," said I, and took my leave of him, so anxious as I was. "Good night to you, sir," said he, as I departed. "We shall speak again when you are rested and ready to talk." Still shaken, I bade him good night and made for my bedchamber, feeling another reverie coming strong upon me. When I reached bed, I fell into both. 13. Another frightful reverie. Here I relate another reverie. Myself and a woman. "Beloved," said she, a voice so intimate and familiar, "our colleagues conspire against us. They dither and sigh, resigned to their fates, content to champion the humans. But there is hope for us. There is a chance we might inure our bodies to the chilling world, the poisoned atmosphere, and the war itself. Will you aid me? Will you submit?" And here I hear my own voice in answer. "Yes, beloved, what must I do?" "Transference," said she. "The shuttling of our minds from these old bodies into new forms, mechanical bodies perhaps, or into those of our instruments or humans. In short, I believe there may be a way to transfer all we know and all we are into other forms. In this way we may survive the coming cataclysm and live to see our people repopulate the earth, and recover her from those we foolishly set loose upon it." "Transference," I said aloud. "Our minds into alternate vessels. Dangerous prospect, but reasonable." "Yes," said she. "And who better to make this leap than you, my beloved husband? With a mind unparalleled, a constitution unrivaled, architect of the observatory, overseer of Eden's tools, the brightest light in our civilization. If you are not capable of making this leap, perhaps no one is." And here I replied, I will do this for you, beloved, for us and our people. 14. The Assassin. Lost as I was in my reverie, I failed to see the envelope slipped beneath the door to my bedchamber. It read thus: "Dear Sir, forgive the alarm I must have raised with my queries, but you have the exact likeness of a man my colleagues and I have longed to meet. Allow me an audience, and I will explain all. Your friend, Laureano Torres." I pondered this letter for some time that evening, wondering what it could mean that I had the exact likeness of a man he knew, and why it should raise so much intrigue. I wondered at this for hours, pacing about the room with a mind to slip from my chamber, when of a sudden I heard a rapid succession of reports from pistols and rifles outside in the garden. To my ear it sounded as if a war had begun, with me a bystander at its center. I dropped to my knees and hid on the far side of my bed, away from the window, and shut my eyes. But as I did this, a voice called out to me from my chamber door. "Mr. Kavanagh," it said. I raised my head and opened my eyes, and there saw a figure cutting a terrible outline. Hooded and robed in dusky sienna, the man lifted a small pipe to his lips and blew. I felt a sting upon my neck, as if from a mosquito. I opened my mouth to protest, but thereupon a wave of fatigue took me, and I fell fast asleep. 15. Rest and repaste. I awoke some days hence in a bustling native village, in the presence of that same man, many leagues from where I had called my home. A native himself, with a strong and serious but gentle face. He named himself Balaam, and bade me not be frightened. Strangely, I was not, for his demeanor was calm, and his words were kind. I asked him why he had brought me to this place. His surprise seemed genuine, and he told me, "You are a sage. Your face tells it plain. Your eyes most of all." I did not know what to make of this suggestion. He went on, "You are but one of a long lineage of identical men, men born outside their original time. Your likeness and your soul are a pattern repeated through the ages. Oftentimes a century or more passes without the appearance of a sage. Other times two are born in the same decade. We know not why. And dashed my brains, but all he spoke was known to me in some intrinsic way, and yet it frightened me all the same. How could it be that I was a man reborn? How could it be that I had already lived one life, and had plodded through a second, still pondering the first? I spent many a day with this man, Balaam, and in that time he told me all he knew, then asked questions of his own he hoped I might answer. 16. The Observatory. For several days I stayed with my captor, Balaam, asking him all manner of questions, and he asking the same of me, and all the while I wondered what fate he intended for me. At last, on the 7th day, I revealed what lay heavy on my heart. What do you want of me, sir, that you keep me prisoner so? And at this, Balaam laughed and answered, You are no prisoner, sage. You may take your leave at any point. Only tell us where you wish to be dropped, and if it be in our power, we shall transport you thence. This answer surprised, then angered me. Why, then, did you spirit me away with such diabolical method? Kidnapped, no less. And said he in answer, Your master hosted a Templar, and may now be one himself. Such men are not to be trusted with a prize so valuable as you. Steer clear of them, for they seek the knowledge that hides in your mind, your dreams, your memories, the location of a place dear to you, the observatory. This word rang in my ears, for I had heard it before, another memory from a time long ago. And what do you desire of me, sir? I asked him. Would you steal the secrets buried within me too? Balaam smiled. I would not shun them, but to share them is a point for you to decide. Your secrets are your own, and yours alone to lend. 17. Taking my leave. After my difficult counsel with Balaam, I took a day to ruminate on what should be done. Notions strange and uncertain battled in my head for supremacy. I was never on one idea long before its opposite seemed a better option. Yet at last made my decision. Sir, you have been gracious with me, I told him, and my trust in you is complete. Yet I cannot share my visions and memories without first understanding them myself. I must therefore take my leave and travel in secret to a place that has occupied my thoughts for many years. Balaam smiled and said, I understand well, and I believe in your cause. To find the source of your reveries will do you a great good. Go, therefore, and answer these riddles. We will provide you with supplies to see you safely embarked. To which I replied, Thank you, sir. And if what I find satisfies me, I will return hither, and provide you with answers that may satisfy you as well. In the days following, Balaam was true to his word. With his young son, Atabai, in tow, he transported me first unto a fishing village near his own compound, and supplied me with maps and coin before issuing a warning. The Templars are lately come to the West Indies, and this Torres is their Grand Master. And though few now in number, there must soon be others. Take heed of them, and trust not their entreaties. For what they cannot earn by conversation, they will take by force. And with this, and a hearty goodbye, I took my leave of this assassin, and set out for parts unknown, a vague sense of purpose pulling me forward. 18. My search. After leaving Balaam, I set out in a sloop of my own, and traveled for nigh on 1 year about the West Indies, sailing with a small crew to all manner of jungles and playas and beaches, looking for a sign, or a landform that might speak in me a memory. Along my way I met many fine peoples who did me great kindnesses, and offered work in exchange for more provisions. In this way I came to know the people of the New World and the Old, and found in all of them the same hopes and desires. To travel is truly the finest education. Then, after my 13th month of roving, I found my object well inland on a known island. Here it was, the place Balaam had called the observatory. Oh, what memories the location aroused. Well prior to clapping eyes upon its structure, I knew I had come to the correct spot. Leaving my men on shore, I passed alone through jungles and deep ravines, coming at last upon the spot, and there marveled at its strange and foreboding presence. Without prompt, I knew what to do. I pressed my finger into what I knew to be a portal, and upon its opening, I passed inside. What I saw there, however, shall remain a mystery, for the world is not yet ready to hear my tales. which should sound like sorcery to all but my friend Balaam, and perhaps the Templars, who likely chase me still. 19. On being a sage. I remained alone in the observatory's location, plumbing its secrets, all the while besieged by such an influx of reveries it would require a tome twice the size of a Bible to relate them all. Let it suffice to say that I came to understand the nature of the two souls within me, and I am now content. After near a week there, I was visited by a group of natives from the island, people of the Taino tribe, I believe. They spotted me first, and might have killed me straight away, had my utter surprise not widened my eyes to such a degree that their unusual qualities were seen by all. At seeing me thus, the natives stopped and dropped to their knees, with slow gesticulations. I understood at once that these men were sworn to protect this place, and in my further conversations with them since, I have made out that it was a previous sage who had employed them so, or more precisely, I should say, employed their ancestors thus, for nearly 150 years had passed since the last sage had come this way. I am told his grave lies nearby, but is unmarked and inaccessible. It has now been over 4 decades since my arrival at the sacred place, and only one question yet lingers in my mind. How many more of my sort have been here in total? Near 80 millennia have passed since our inception, and I am apt to believe the number quite high, but I cannot know for certain. 20. A secret incomprehensible. As I write, the year is now near upon 1706, and I am sickly and in a poor condition, and so must tell what little else I can of my condition. All I tell here, I have dredged from the dark void of my memory. I cannot confirm or provide what I argue, but perhaps if some others like me were to see this, they too would understand, and feel not alone as I so often have. In my original life, I died in the midst of my beloved's experiment. This method of which she spoke, the transference of mind into machine, and from thence into a human body, was a failure. Yet a destructive one, I believe, for in my last moments I recollect her comforts to me, and a clear promise that my death would not be an end, but a beginning. There is another way, beloved, she said to me, imperfect, yet possible. Firstly, I will agree to carry out Minerva's experiments, her terrible gift to the humans, yet my purpose will be contrary. My purpose will be your immortality. In collecting samples of the code in the human's blood, I will add my own augmentations, samples of your code, transfigured in such a way that when the proper pieces come together, it may further transfigure the zygote of a newly conceived child. In this way you shall be reborn, again and again throughout the ages. With luck, this successive recurrence shall never die out, but travel on like a raft downstream along the tide of inheritance. I was dying as she spoke, there in my beloved's arms, but I understood her meaning well. Look for me, beloved. Your death will not be in vain, for I will be with you again, entombed, lying in wait, ready to emerge again when the time is right. She then pierced me through the heart, thus ending my life. How truly bizarre it is that I can claim to have memory of my own death is a ludicrous idea, and yet I know now that it happened, and that I now live again. Many centuries from that time, waiting for the final piece of this riddle to reveal itself. Yet how this will be, I cannot say. Thus, to any and all who have read this and understood little, be not upset, for there is more mystery than sense in the world, and our only purpose is to endure it. TK, 1706. So yeah, there's a lot of information in there, as you can see. It's definitely worth the read. So that means in the 1700s alone, there's already at least two different sages, which is crazy. And then if we go down to here, sorry, I don't mean to do that. There's some more things here. Thanks in large part to a series of letters acquired through the efforts of our researchers, we now have some sense of what constitutes a sage. It appears that such a person, always a man, is the result of a bizarre experiment perpetrated by Juno. There it is. It never specifically said it, but I think it's pretty obvious that it was Juno, especially since I could have swore we saw that scene where she stabs him already. One of the luminaries of the so-called first civilization with the aid of her husband, Aita. Apparently using her husband's DNA as a base, Juno manipulated this genetic material to create a program that she then inserted as junk DNA into the human genome. Though harmless by all appearances, this program could, under the right circumstances, activate suddenly during the conception of a human child, and quite literally reconfigure itself into the genome of her husband. In this way, a near-perfect replica or clone of this man's personality and intelligence, with all its memories intact, would appear in lieu of the actual child that should have resulted from this union. It is unknown at this point why Juno should have wanted her husband's likeness to continually reoccur throughout the centuries and millennia, especially in light of the first civilization's swift extinction barely 100 years after Juno and her kind walked the Earth. Yet it remains a sobering fact that there is a very high probability that one such replica of this Aida is alive and walking the Earth at this very moment. Which would make sense considering the modern day has more living people than any other time in history, so that, it would make sense. Alright, we got some more stuff on Benjamin Hornigold here. Hornigold continued pirating throughout 1717 and 1718, always with a mind on improving the situation in Nassau. But when rumors began circulating that King George I of Britain had issued a full pardon to any pirates willing to cease all illegal activity and retire, Hornigold took stock of his stagnant situation and considered it seriously. This angered his closest associates, Charles Vane most notably, who considered the pardon to be a cowardly surrender. Then came the day of reckoning. In 1718, Captain Woodes Rogers arrived in Nassau with a fleet of 7 tall ships and declared himself the king's appointee as governor. With the mandate to rid the Bahamas of all pirates, Rogers was not a man to be trifled with. Hornigold, who had grown quite sick of defending a republic few were willing to back, surrendered to the governor and took the pardon. In the year following, Benjamin Hornigold grew to admire Captain Rogers and worked as a privateer for the governor as often as he could, ultimately raising his reputation far above what it had been as a mere pirate. But when his activities brought him back into the sphere of his old friend, the pirate Edward Kenway, his seemingly good fortunes come to an end. Benjamin Hornigold died under mysterious circumstances in the summer of 1919, somewhere in the western seas of the West Indies. And, well, we know what happened. I don't think there's anyone else in here that we need to read up on. There's so many characters, actually. Oh, the Guardians. An obscure group of warrior natives likely related to the Taino people, yet quite secretive in their dealings with other tribes and groups. Calling themselves the Guardians, they protect lands they deem sacred and brook no unauthorized passage over their lands. Over many generations, the Guardians have developed an incredible talent for stealth and secret attacks and can be quite deadly when attacking from unseen vantages, which is pretty interesting. Let's say locations. Well, I don't want to read about that yet. We'll read about that later. Some ships. We got Noso, Senhor, da Compensao. That's the one we stole. So yeah. Okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm fucking thirsty after that. So I'm gonna take a very quick moment to go to get a drink of water. If you're watching, I would recommend getting a drink of water yourself. Go to the bathroom, do what you gotta do. And we will come back and we're going to find the observatory for real. I promise. turn. Hopefully you guys are good to go now. I know my voice didn't like talking that much, reading that much, but should be better now. Guy must be way above us. Yeah, he is. How do we want to go about this? You're dead. I feel bad. I shouldn't be killing these people. They're just doing their job. So there's this chest over there. Is that like way below there? I don't know. We'll figure it out. Is it above us or below us? Let's see. Above, it seems. Which makes sense. I don't know what you just said, but I have to do this. I'm sorry. Unnecessary violence, but, you know, it's gonna happen. Oh, wait, no, I am up there, yeah. How do we get there? Can't find that, can we? I would assume not. So it must be forward. I don't know. Sorry, sir. Had to happen. Really didn't. I could have just knocked him out. But it happened. You know. Just one of those things. No regrets.
Falling.
Just stabbings. The last jungle. There we go. That chest is unreachable, it seems. We'll figure it out at a later date, more than likely. Just unfortunate because I wanted it. Alright. A monkey! Gotcha. Got that one. Ow. Yeah, take that. It's unnecessary violence, but it is violence I chose. Yeah, I have no idea how to get that chest. It did not seem like it was very obvious. We'll figure it out, though. It's fine. It's all good. No biggie. Just gotta find a pathway through this. If such a thing exists. Is it down? I would assume it's down, yeah? Explain why I can't get to it. Maybe? Oh yeah. This would definitely be a sign we're going in the right direction. Maybe. Maybe not. That kind of just led back here. What am I missing? Am I stupid? You must go up here. Only way I see that's forward. Oh yeah, see it goes around. Okay. Got it. Figured it out. I'm reloading. Song. There we go.
Is this the observatory? All this?
Aye, an almost sacred place. All it needs is a drop of my blood.
An almost sacred place, he says. Interesting. Interesting. Yeah, being as this was my first ever Assassin's Creed game, this is the first time I ever came into contact with the Precursor stuff for real. This is crazy.
And the door opens after almost 80,000 years.
Jesus, Roberts! Have you gone mad?
Quite the contrary, Edward. These wags would have gone mad at seeing what lies beyond this gate. But you... I suspect you're made of sterner stuff. Now, pick up that chest and carry it hither.
Yeah, yikes.
Dirty and decrepit. Not quite as I remember, but it has been over 80 millennia.
Ah, rot. That's impossible.
Step as if on thin ice, Captain. I must say I'm quite taken by this new vocation of mine. And it may amuse you to know that I have authored my own articles of conduct.
A creed of your own, eh?
To keep the peace, yes. I forbid all gambling upon the deck, for instance, for it leads to more conflict than camaraderie. Desertion during battle is forbidden. And I require that all men keep their pieces and cutlasses clean and fit for service at all times.
Sensible.
And punishable by death if disobeyed.
Look at this place.
Beautiful, isn't it?
Aye. It's like something out of a fairy tale, or one of them old poems.
There were many stories about this place once. Tales that turned into rumors and again into legend. The inevitable process of facts becoming fictions before fading away entirely.
Did you guys see all those blood vials?
More
That's
blood
crazy.
vials.
Yes, these cubes contain the blood of an old and ancient people. A wonderful race in their time.
The more you talk, man, the less I understand.
I don't expect you to. Only remember this. The blood in those files is not worth a single real to anyone anymore. It may be again one day, but not in this epoch.
We have ourselves a cutthroat.
Said that. Okay, there we go.
What's that noise?
Ah, yes. A security measure. Just a moment. There we are.
So what is this place?
Think of it as a large spyglass, such as we sailors carry. A device capable of seeing great distances.
This is bloody witchcraft.
No, this is Mr. Jack Rackham, somewhere in the world at this moment.
NASA. Well, this is happening right now. We're seeing through his eyes.
Aye.
I don't know, Jim. I haven't the faintest idea how to pilot a ship. That ain't work a woman does.
Tosh. I've seen a score of ladies who can reef a sail and spin a capstan.
And would you teach me to fight? With a cutlass, like? And maybe handle a pistol?
All that and more. But you have to want it and work for it. There's no stumbling into true success.
Hey, lad, that's my lass you're making love to. You lay off, or I catch ya.
Up your ass, Rackham. Lad's the last thing you should be calling me.
Oh, is that right, is it? Lad?
A curious bunch. Let's try another. Governor Woods Rogers.
Let's see what he's up to. This is crazy. And yeah, literally a crystal skull right there. I think it's supposed to, I don't think it lined up there. He's supposed to put it into the skull. It's like a square slot.
You have a bold idea, but I must think it carefully through.
A simple pledge of loyalty is all you need suggest to the House of Commons. An oath, a gesture, and a simple ceremonial drop of blood taken from the finger. That's all.
The ministers may give me trouble, but it should be easy enough to convince the House of Lords. They do adore an excess of pomp and circumstance.
Exactly. Tell them it's a show of fealty to the king against those revolting Jacobites.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, these Templars.
The crucial detail is the blood. You must get a sample from each man. We want to be ready when we find the observatory.
Agreed.
That's what they wanted. To spy on the world.
A precious tool, you see.
Sorcery, that's what it is.
Not so!
Every mechanism that gives this device its light is a true and physical thing. Ancient, yes, but nothing supernatural or strange.
We'll be masters of the ocean with that.
Oh, such ambition.
Yeah, I don't know why we expected anything different.
There is nothing in my code about loyalty, boy. You played your role, but our partnership is done! You're a dead man, Roberts!
I don't know why he needed us at all, like, to be entirely fair. I can't climb that, no. I don't think anyways. Can I climb up over here? Yeah, we can climb this. That's doable. Okay. Yeah, I don't know why we would have ever trusted him. He was clearly not trustworthy. There we go. Maybe I should have climbed that over there. I don't really know. I guess I could have. Oh well. The more you know. I really want that. I think we're gonna need to get that. I think we're stuck otherwise. Can I climb this? No, you can climb this wall. I just can't remember exactly precisely where. Seems like we can right here. Yeah. There we go. This should do. And yeah, we'll clear out this location soon enough, but not as soon as you're probably expecting, because normally I do it right away, but I'm pretty sure we're not going to have that ability. Why am I going this way? Edward? Oh, you don't have to do a directional, that's why. So it fucked me up there. Oh my god, not! Oh, I'm alive? Okay. You know what? I'll take it. We didn't die. That's every Animus fragment in the game. So no more collecting those. Probably just a couple chests on this island, and that's probably about it, honestly. Some synchronized locations. Like 2, I think. There's really not a whole lot of collectibles left. I mean, we need to finish leveling up our ship. I think there's a couple... I still have that treasure chest marked. Never got that. I don't know. We'll figure it out. We'll get her done. Okay, we should be able to climb this. I see this is just the other way you can go up. Alright, let's give this another shot. I thought I needed to press a button, and clearly I didn't need to press that button because it just got us almost killed. I can't believe we didn't take any damage from that. That was wild. I was really surprised, actually. It's a good thing there's another way out. That Edward has really fucking good grip. There we go. Now the only question is, what does this end up meaning for us? Oh. A little bit of pain on the way down. We're bleeding now. Ooh, yeah, that hurts. That's an ouch. Hey, guys. Some help here.
Roberts!
Oh no. This ain't good. Oh, I'm gonna not make it.
Oh, your jackdaw's flown, Edward. Eh? That's the beauty of a democracy. The many outvote the one. Oh, you could sail with me, but with a temper as hot as yours, I fear you'd burn us all to cinders. Luckily, I know the king's bounty on your head is a large one, and I intend to collect. Have you ever seen the inside of a Jamaican prison, boy? Have you?
Yeesh. I think we're gonna see one. Sounds like it. Yeah, now Robert's definitely gotta go down. 8,528th in most prosperous pirates. We're doing pretty good on that, guys. We're doing great. And yeah, this part's wild too, actually. This is the part where I need to make sure I have something pulled up.
Hello?
Hi.
How are you? If you're anxious, that'll pass. It's the Midazolam. I'm sorry about this, but we've had so many security breaches, we were forced to take drastic action, and Olivier is missing. He left for Chicago 2 days ago, but no one's seen him since. I know this seems excessive, but with our high-level security clearance, we have an obligation to our shareholders. Rest assured, we will compensate you when the hacker is found. So get some rest, okay? And if you're up to it, maybe capture some more footage? You're doing amazing work. I can't wait to show you the work we've been doing with your stuff. Take care.
Oh, so you just...
So, they tossed you in the bunker. Nice. Those Templars upstairs aren't taking any chances. I think...
Oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I just wanted to grab the sticky note.
To erase all the dirt they might have on you. Did you hear that? I think I just gave you level 3 security clearance? Now, head to the security room and use the cameras to watch the door to the server farm. Unfortunately, Melanie's in there now, so when I escort her out, that's when you make your move. I'd wipe these servers myself, but as the head of IT, I'd be a suspect. It has to be someone they've already locked up.
Okay.
Ah, these Templars. They run our lives, you know. They decide elections, they control various capital markets, and they inject us with little microchips to track our movements and read our thoughts. It's all very scary.
Now, I don't know how much of what he said is actually true, but I honestly believe it with the Assassin's Creed lore.
Melanie is in there right now, you idiot. Get to the security room before she sees you.
Yeah, that's valid. That's valid. That was this way, right? Yeah. So yeah, we're not only going to jail as a pirate, we're going to jail here, right now.
Hey, you know you're supposed to be locked up, right? Going back upstairs ain't a
This
good
is
plan.
not where I need to go. That's the elevator. Maybe I should, like, read the things. You think the cameras see us? Security. Okay, that's where we want to go.
I'm entering the server room now. When you see us leave, get in there.
Okay. Alright, let's see what we got. Yeah, 735. There we go.
There's no need for you to be down here by yourself, Miss LeMay. My team will handle the investigation.
But you need an extra set of eyes on this thing, John. We don't even know when the hackers broke in. It could take weeks to go through this data.
One, at most.
Still too long. I can't keep my team locked up for a week.
Legally you can. It's what they signed up for, even if they didn't read their contracts.
Yes, of course. I just hate the idea. So what's the next step?
My team is processing the data now. We'll start sifting through it tonight. Scout's honor. Coffee's on me, okay?
Okay. And let's head over there.
All right. I ditched her at the coffee stand. Find a server containing the network logs. Since I have a record of each and every one of your hacks, we'll just search for the timestamps on those and turn that data into something harmless. Easy as that.
This place is so cool. Also terrifying when you think about it. Look at all this processing power. And you know, they do that shit with, like, AI stuff nowadays.
Here we are. Beautiful. I'll update your communicator one more time. A little program I cooked up just for this purpose. There we go. I think that worked. Try it out.
$1,029, okay. Just get some burgers. We had that before, right? There we go. Alright, what are we getting this time? I mean, we just need to wipe our stuff right, but I'm sure it'll give us something. Initiate remote hacking. Okay. I'm gonna do one of these. Oh, fuck. I did that, like, right as it changed. Oh, I did that fucking terribly. Wow. Wow. I'm terrible. Come on, that was close. Give it to me. Oh, man. Oh, that was close too. Alright, we're safe here. There. There, got it. Okay. Mo pigeons, did it say?
The dawn of the deadly 18th century. Rogues and sailors band together to live their lives by the sword. With no laws or morals, no gods, and no fear. Only betrayal, mutiny, cruelty, and debauchery. There is plunder to be found on golden beaches. Will you risk life and soul to fight the pirates of nightmares? Benjamin Hornigold, Calico Jack, Charles Vane, and Blackbeard?
That's what they're going with. Oh, yeah, we saw those. Yeah. I was like, what are we looking at there? Juno?
I can feel you, Cypher. Feel. But hardly touch. Signal is still too weak, and I am spread thin.
Why are you looking at me?
Unfocused. Like static and fog. Lingering in networks and nodes, the nervous system of the world.
Can you hear?
Perhaps the temple was opened too soon, but this was not by choice. The cataclysm pushed all doubt aside. We bless poor Desmond, who gave his life so that you, the children of our labors, would live on, to fulfill your purpose in ours. In mine. But now is not the time. My strength is not sufficient to inhabit an organic vessel. There is more work to do. More samples to acquire. More artifacts to find before my will can obtain.
What's happening? Tell me!
Make me whole again, my children. My instruments. Bring me forth to fulfill your purpose.
Tell me! No, no, no! Something's wrong! God damn it! She should be here! Now! Living in that goddamned head of yours! Fuck, 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 fuck! Why did she spare you? Why are you still here?
Yeah, if you didn't figure that out by them not wanting to show the face, it should be very obvious who he is now. This is a great reveal, though. It's crazy. Alright, let's loot, or not loot, let's look through the other stuff down here. Because there is some other stuff. Let me see. I had the thing pulled up. So there's 2 more sticky notes. We got the security camera. We don't want to leave just yet. I do want to check all the other level 3 stuff, but we're not going to do that while we're down here. We'll save that stuff for later. Okay. This room should just have a sticky note and that. I don't think we'll have every sticky note, so we're not going to read through them. Well, I guess it'll tell us. Oh, we won't have them all yet. Yeah, so we won't read them all. Okay. Let's see if we can figure this bad boy out. Okay. Alright. We'll get her down. Maybe. Possibly. question being exactly how. Let's see which way this way went. That doesn't seem to help. Oh, I got it. Yes. Okay. Let's see what this one gives us. Or you know what? Maybe we should go collect the last of these while we're up and about. That might be kind of cool. Hey, we didn't... Okay. Since I skipped that game in the series, you guys won't recognize this guy, but that's okay. Noble of birth, noble in action, Robert de Sable rose to serve as Grand Master of the Templar Order in 1191. His tenure was short, but his impact was great. Fighting alongside Richard the Lionheart, he laid siege to Acre and broke Saladin's ranks. Dogged by assassins throughout his tenure, he was ultimately martyred by one such nameless malefactor. Oh, nameless, you say, not Altair. One of the greats. Okay. That's pretty good. And this one over here should have a computer in it. Oh, we can't use this computer yet. Maybe we should wait to mess around with everything, I guess. This one. Hold on, wait a minute. This one doesn't have anything in it at all. Not even a computer. I think. What about this one? Nothing. Okay. Wow. I think there's... It's really hard to tell where I am on the map. Hold on. If I go back this way, that's the camera room. Aha! There we are. That's what I wanted. We're at however many of 20, I don't even know. We'll get her figured out though. 17 of 20. Did I get all 3 of the ones down here? No. So which way? I'm getting all turned around. What the fuck? That's where that is. This is where we want to go, I think. Yeah. Can I view my map? That room. We get sticky note from in here. No. Got a sticky note from there. Got the one that was in here. Right? Yeah. So I think that's everything for our sticky notes. Okay, yeah, we'll explore the rest of this place later when we can get the last of the stuff. I don't want to mess with that right now. Besides, we got some pretty interesting stuff going on in the main story, so...
The charges, sir, I'll hear them again.
My lord, His Majesty's court contends that the defendants, Mary Reed and Anne Bonny, did piratically, feloniously, and in an hostile manner attack, engage, and take 7 certain fishing boats. Secondly, this court contends that the defendants lurked upon the high seas and did set upon, shoot at, and take 2 certain merchant sloops, thus putting the captains and their crews in corporeal fear of their lives.
Edward James Kenway, born of motley parentage in Swansea, to an English father and Welsh mother. Married at 18 to Miss Caroline Scott, now estranged.
She's a beautiful woman, I am told, but not at all well these days.
If you touch her, you bastards, I'll...
Quite a surprise finding you here rotting in a Jamaican prison. We heard rumors that you had taken up with the pirate Roberts.
If you know the observatory's location, tell us now, and you'll be out of here in a flash.
Rogers can hold these British hounds at bay, for a time. But this will be your fate if you fail to cooperate.
You, Mary Reed and Anne Bonny, are to go from hence to the place from whence you came, and from thence to the place of execution, where you shall be severally hanged by the neck, till you are severally dead, dead, dead!
Oh, Ross!
May God in his infinite mercy be merciful to each of your souls!
We're pregnant! Do you all hear that?
What the devil did she say?
They plead their bellies, my lord.
Aye, you can't hang a woman quick with child, can ye?
Quiet! Quiet! If what you claim is true, then your executions will be stayed, but only until your terms are up.
Then I'll be up the duff the next time you come knocking.
Remove them!
They didn't even bother to give us ours. Just off to jail with you. Good on him for not telling the Templars. That is fair. I don't know, I might have thought about saying it just to get out of there.
Hillock,
But I still probably wouldn't have got out.
Conway. It's Walpole, ain't it?
Walpole? Where'd you get that?
And that's the rumour going round. As dirty and daft a pirate as ever sailed these West Indies.
Wow.
Well, whatever his name, gotta make sure he suffers without dying. Orders from the governor. And back to the prisons at sundown.
And massage his feet if he's aching, shall I?
Jesus. A shit detail as ever was.
Can't they kill the bastard and been a good hanging for months? Not since Rackham.
Oi!
Open this shit.
Stop that! Oi! Stop that!
Hey! Stop you twaddle! Oi!
Quiet!
Water.
Good morning, Captain Kenway. I have a gift for you. Do not mistake my purpose here. I have come for Anne and Mary, and you owe me nothing for this. But if you would lend me your aid, I can promise you safe passage from this place.
I'll need weapons.
You are comfortable with this, I am told. We must hurry.
Alright, let's do it. Visit old friends. We will definitely try and do that. You're done. Nope.
Aye.
Come on over here then. I'm gonna get this alarm. Can put people to sleep, but I don't want to waste all my darts. Oh shit. Yeah, we're in Port Royale. It's just crawling with people, it looks like. I think this is Port Royale. I believe it is. Come on, take a look.
He's making a run for it.
Another damn thing. Let's get back to me work.
Come on over here. You're up next. Get that loot. Alright, there we go. Clearing a path here. Our main question shall be precisely where can I get more alarm bells to sabotage? Take this guy down. You're done. Oh, this is not the time for that.
Where has he disappeared to?
Oh, come on. You're actually kidding, right? I died. Whatever. Kinda over it. Holy shit. That guy did it to himself, I think. Oh, they're ringing the bell. God damn it. You're done. Oh my goodness, you're actually kidding. Fine, just kill them all. Oh, this sucks. A lot. So we just loot people while we wait for them to not notice anymore. That was terrible. I should have just went rooftop to rooftop, but I would have had to get that guy.
You really think they
Oh
won't
my
catch you?
fucking god, this is awful. Okay. Don't care, not interested. What the fuck ever. I'm severely lack of interested. That's fine, we just need to climb. Kill.
He's through there. I need some help here.
Yeah.
Bastards in the sights. I think I can hit him. I've got a clear shot. You won't lose us. They're already dead.
Okay, it's fine. It's all good. Need to get rid of this guy though. There's so many dudes. It's fucking wild. Okay. Thinking berserk darts on whoever looks toughest.
I think I can hit him.
Are you fucking kidding? You. Go crazy. Kill everyone. Make my job easier. Yes. I don't know why I swapped to that. I literally don't have my swords to use. He's all the way over there, lane. Good and hidden. Take that. Have fun in there. Alright. He's gonna see me.
You there,
fight.
stop.
I don't
Get
care
him.
You're wrecked. Okay. One more alarm bell for the side stuff. No, I'm doing kind of terrible, but it's fine. There it is.
Stand still.
I hate that they can spot you in the midst of you already jumping to get them. Like, I know that it makes sense, but come on, man.
Stay.
You two are gonna be annoying as fuck to fight. You're done. Alright. I don't know how someone hasn't stumbled upon all 100 bodies I've left around here, but it's fine. I think both of our old friends are going to be in here. fly? Why is there a fly in my face? Are you fucking... God damn it. How long did I have to wait? Probably didn't help that there's 3 of them.
Hello, Vane. I'd caught wind you'd been discovered and brought here. Didn't hear what happened after, though.
He definitely went a little crazy.
Best of luck to you, mate. I wish we'd parted as friends.
That's rough.
You there! Hold on, please don't come back! Hey, come back! Are you furious?
There we go. Oh, that's not what I want. Go to sleep. That's not what I was trying to do. Oh my gosh. You're kidding. Alright, we will help them soon. I want to find our other guy. Oh, they're not here. Okay. Where's our other old friend?
Guys were told the better, eh? God carries out our sentence in our hands that claim.
Somebody help!
You come back here, you mad maggot!
Where's our other person? Not this way. I'm really disappointed. I'm pretty sure Jack Rackham's in here. God damn this fucking fly. I don't know where. I'm assuming he's the other guy to meet. I guess we won't fucking see him. It's fine. It's annoying. I'm really disappointed I missed that.
Mary, it's me, Edward.
Edward? Who's this fella?
It's all right, Anne. He's a friend. What's wrong with Mary?
She's ill.
And her child?
They took her. No idea where. Oh! Oh! Oh!
I know it begs, my lady, but we must be silent. Can you walk?
Oh, this is bad.
Lean on me, Mary. Come on.
I can't.
I wish they parted on better terms.
Come on, that's it. You're all right.
Come on. I'm not leaving you here.
Stop. Stop, please.
I ain't leaving you, damn it. Lift your arm.
Not much farther.
There's no one here!
I ain't leaving you nowhere. No bloody way.
Put me down, Edward. Don't die on my account. Go.
This is such a pain in the ass. Damn it. You should have been the one to outlast me.
I've done my part.
Will you? If you came with me, I could. Mary.
I'll be with you, Kenway. I will.
Leaving you here. Ah, that actually hurts. That's genuinely actually the first. Like, I felt bad for Blackbeard, but this is the first one that really makes you feel something. As I said, I'm pretty sure you can find Jack Rackham in there, but I don't know where he was. That sucks. She was one of the better characters anyways. Oh my... no. Not today. Not the fuck today. We're not playing that game. I am taking Mary, and I am going. You English dogs. He's Welsh, so I can say that.
What's happened to Mary? What's wrong?
Is she gone?
Oh no. Oh God! Oh.
What will you do now? Nothing sensible.
I had to do a one-liner there.
You haven't earned this, but they suit you. Good fortune to you, Edward Kenway.
Finally earned a little bit of respect. Yeah, I'm pretty sure you can find Jack Rackham. I think that's who we missed, but to be honest, Mary Reed is the one you want to be there for. That's just sad. I guess it was gonna happen. Oh yeah, he's drunk as hell. Not surprised, considering everything. I can't get up.
Or bring a bottle.
I take some colour first.
Will this do? In all your years out here, you could never achieve what I've done in 1/5 the time. Because you're a good man, Edward, see? Goodness is your disease.
That's my prize, Roberts. Now give it here!
Remember my creed, boy. A short life and a merry one, that is all. The world owes us nothing more than this. So take what you will, and then die before you live to see yourself made a fool.
Give it here.
That's right, boy, take it.
I'll sweeten you, maggot. I'll cut you down!
Calm, little puppy, and slink back to your kennel. You haven't the mettle for my brand of madness.
Roberts! Welcome aboard, Kenway. It's prizes, plunder, and adventure ahead. Are you game?
Out of my way,
Cat, shut up and
There's
do
a glass to freedom, lads. Here's to gentlemen of fortune and women of leisure.
To a world full of rogues, better than all the kings and queens that kick us about.
As gentlemen of fortune, we enjoy plenty and satisfaction, pleasure and ease,
Hey,
liberty
sit down,
and
Dominic.
power. What man with a sensible mind would choose the former life? For I have dipped my hands in muddied waters, and, withdrawing them, find 'tis better to be a commander than a common man!
Yes, Cat, I know. I am aware. Yeesh. This is one heck of a trip. Come on, Cat. Well, come up here then. Come on. Just don't get in my way and you can hang out, okay? Good kitty.
Once rose an eagle, soaring high above a shepherd's field, that swooped down on powerful wings to seize a grazing lamb, and carried off. Flying close by, a jackdaw saw the deed, and it filled his head with the idea that he too was just as strong and capable. So, with a great flapping and rustling of feathers, the jackdaw came down swiftly and clutched at the coat of a large ram. But when he tried to fly away, he found he could not lift the animal, for his size and strength were not up to the task. And even as the jackdaw struggled, the ram hardly noticed he was there. Nearby, just across the field, the shepherd saw the fluttering bird and was quite amused. Running up, he captured the jackdaw and clipped its wings. He gave the jackdaw to his children as a gift. What an odd little bird this is, father, they laughed and shouted. What do you call him? This is a jackdaw, the father said. But if you should ask him, he would claim to be an eagle.
Where's our guy? Oh. Where is he? I don't see him. Oh, there he is. There's a lot going on in these scenes.
No more than 2 years! You promised me!
You left! When I needed you the most!
But you had me! What keeps you wondering? Do I not make you happy?
I'm so close, Caroline! Please! Just let me do this!
Is everything you do out spy, Edward?
It's not spite that's driving me, Mary! It's courage!
Courage for what, man? There's no one left in your life to care.
God damn you all! I can handle this!
Loud! Always tearing down when you could be building things up, or building yourself up if nothing else.
Just leave me be!
Change course, Edward! Change your bloody course before it's too late!
I don't know. Can he change his course?
Captain Kenway! You look like a bowl of plum duff.
Christ! Oh, I've got a head for 10.
On your feet.
Put me on the spot, Addy. After leaving me with Robert, I should have hard feelings about seeing you here. But mostly I'm bloody glad.
Me too, brother. And you'll be chuffed to know your jackdaw is still in one piece.
So we set sail. You're leaving.
Aye, Edward. I have another calling elsewhere.
Addy, listen.
When your heart and your head are ready, visit the assassins. I think you'll understand then.
He's a good man, though. One of the best. He brought our ship back. After all that. And I do intend to visit the assassins, but first and foremost, we have unfinished business with this area. Some collectibles to get. So, actually, let's look a little closer. Let's go here. See if we can't find some treasure, shall we? When we go back, I do intend to swap our outfit back for the actual Assassin's outfit. As much as I love this one, I just feel like it's right at this point in the game. Once we go back, we finally earned the Assassin outfit. I will collect the other outfit we get, but I don't want to put it on because it doesn't have a hood, I don't think. Okay, let's see. Oh my gosh. Oh my god. There. Okay. I want to figure out how to get this chest now. Oh, it's probably up here. If I would have noticed this, we could have had it the whole time. Okay. Gimme. Cool. Okay, now there's a synchronized one. And I think some more stuff over by the actual observatory itself. Oh. Which we didn't read up on the observatory either, which I think about it. We'll do that when we go synchronize it. We'll go read up on it. So I do like to do that. It does make sense that there's still people around here. Did I take a wrong turn? No, wait, yeah, that's still. Oh, hello. Ow. Shouldn't be surprised that you guys are still here. Sorry about having to murder you, but you are attacking me. And I don't feel like taking the time to make sure I don't kill you. Not interested. Why am I itchy? Poor time to be itchy. I don't feel like it. Just run away. Let's get into a big fight. I don't even care. I got shot him in the balls. Oh shit. Go to bed. Let me load my guns. That's for attacking me. Okay. Let's see if we can figure out how to synchronize this now. I think we just climb up there. I don't know how you managed to grip that, but okay. Fair enough. We have synchronized the observatory. A strange looking contraption. In a very random place. It's quite big, as you can see. Alright, yeah, I totally forgot to read up on that earlier, but we'll come back to that in a second. Landmarks. No. Locations. The observatory. The observatory seems to have been a surveillance device built by the precursor First Civilization about 80 millennia ago. Its cavernous antechamber was built as a security measure, while its long corridors were used to store thousands of crystal blood vials containing the DNA of those whom the First Civ wished to spy on. At the heart of the observatory was a large theater lined with seats. At the fore was a massive device like an armillary sphere with a crystal skull housed at its center. When loaded with a crystal vial containing a subject's blood, the observatory device would come to life, illuminating the room with a holographic projection of a real-time feed of the subject's own eyes and ears, In this way, the first Civ could spy for an indefinite period on this subject and those whom he or she was associated without fear of detection. Note, too, that the crystal skull can also be removed from its perch, turning it into a portable device, but also rendering the observatory itself inoperable. Fantastic work, guys. We found it. I'll send this data to Latita and see what she comes up with. I have no doubt she'll want to send a team down there as soon as possible. Likely for those blood vials, as modern-day surveillance systems are almost on par with that crystal skull device. Oh, gee. And that's probably the last thing he ever said before he went missing, which is really interesting. And yeah, I mean, of course they're going to want it. Because, yeah, it totally makes sense, like, modern surveillance stuff is almost as good as... I could see them still wanting it if they had the blood sample of someone. And it also makes sense, like, if our memories are being sent through our DNA, like, if you could remote access that, if you're the first Civ, that'd be, like, super useful. And it makes sense. Yeah, it's crazy stuff. It's crazy stuff. That's what they're after. And yeah, they might want that blood for other reasons too, because I mean, if there's blood of, you know, the first Civ in there, they might even get some first Civ memories, which is wild. All right, let's see what's up with Charles Vane here. Let's see. When hold on, where did this lead off from? I think right here. When Governor Woodes Rogers arrived in Nassau in the summer of 1918 to issue the king's pardon to all wayward pirates living there, Vane was among those who absolutely refused to submit. After sending a snarky letter of complaint to Rogers, Vane and his mates sent a fire ship at the governor's blockade and slipped out of Nassau's harbor. For the next few months, these homeless buccaneers sailed about the Bahamas, making homes of coves and inlets, trying to find a place to settle down. In November of 1718, Vane even sailed north to the Carolinas to meet with Ed Thatch, hoping to convince his old friend to rejoin the old gang and take Nassau back from the British hands. When Thatch refused, Vane was out of ideas. Weeks later, Vane was sailing back to the West Indies when a French brigade crossed his path. Having ideas of his own, Vane declined to attack. This didn't sit well with some of his crew, most notably Calico Jack Rackham, who had come to loathe Vane's dictatorial captaining style. Shortly after Vane's refusal, Rackham and a number of those loyal to him mutinied, disposing Vane and setting him adrift in a small sloop. Some weeks later, Vane found himself marooned on a small island somewhere south of Cuba. He spent many weeks in isolation there, though it is suspected he must have come in contact with fishermen who were known to frequent the area. But for whatever reason, Charles Vane kept to himself until he was able to hail a passing British ship. Unfortunately for him, the captain of the ship recognized him as Vane, the notorious pirate, and refused to bring him aboard. More weeks passed, and Vane was at his wit's end. At last, another British ship sailed past, and Vane clambered aboard. He did his best to keep to himself, but in a cruel twist of fate, the captain of the first ship happened to be aboard the second. He spotted Vane after only a few days at sea and pointed him out to the captain. Vane was arrested on the spot and sailed to Kingston for trial. There he languished for almost a year in prison before his execution in early 1721. A sad whimper of a fate for a man once so full of explosive and angry energy. I don't think there's anyone below that. Oh yeah, Mary Read. Duh. Okay. Let's see. Official records of her activities do not appear until around 1720. A ship she had been sailing on was taken by pirates, who were subsequently arrested. In order to avoid a swift execution by Governor Rogers in Nassau, Mary took the king's pardon, and there she settled. Whether or not this was a front for more secretive activity, it is hard to say. It was at this time, however, that Mary met and befriended the much younger Anne Bonny. The two became close friends, as Anne reportedly saw through Mary's disguise rather quickly. Unfortunately, Anne's beau, Jack Rackham, did not, and Mary was compelled to reveal herself as a woman to avoid a pointless altercation. According to recently unearthed documents, we know that some of Governor Rogers' administrators were eventually made aware of Mary's status as a woman, likely on account of Rackham's big mouth. In any event, Mary, Anne, and Jack did not hang around Nassau for much longer after their meeting, At some point in the late summer of 1720, the trio raised a small crew and stole a schooner docked in Nassau's harbor. For 3 months, they pirated and pillaged, with Anne and Mary taking the lead whenever their self-appointed captain, Rackham, was indisposed from drink. Unfortunately for all, Rackham's incompetence also landed them in more trouble than they could handle, and in October of 1720, their ship was set upon by the British. According to reports, only Anne, Mary, and one unnamed young man were fit enough to resist. Resist they did. Miraculously, only the young man died in the ensuing fight. Anne and Mary were arrested, as were Jack Rackham and the rest of his crew, after they awoke from their drunken stupors below deck. Taken to Kingston for a trial, their executions were stayed after the women announced they were many months pregnant. Mary languished in jail until her term was up. Unfortunately, just days after giving birth, she died of a severe illness or infection, likely caused by the terribly unsanitary conditions of her captivity. It is not known what happened to Mary's child. It's just sad, man. And then Stede Bonnet, he's also likely passed by now. At some point around Stede's 29th birthday, his restlessness got the better of him. Owing to some discomforts he found in a married state, which brought on a disorder of the mind, Stede decided it was time to take his first bold steps into the life he had always dreamed about. Using his considerable fortune, he either purchased a boat or had one built for him, a small schooner he christened the Revenge. To maintain some semblance of comforts he had come to enjoy as a man of means, he installed a full library in the captain's quarters and packed his wardrobe with all manner of finery, silk pajamas, smoking jackets, and frocks. Near the end of 1717, his ship was ready. He bid adieu to his wife and remaining children and weighed anchor, sailing north from Barbados, hoping to reach the British colonies within a few months. He would never see his family again. Now sailing under the moniker Captain Edwards, Bonnet sailed about the West Indies looking for his first prize. Spotting a large Spanish warship, his crew foolishly encouraged an attack. I can't read it. Probably I've just been playing this for too long. After a brief engagement, almost half of Bonnet's crew was dead or injured. Miraculously, the Revenge was able to escape capture herself, and Bonnet ordered the crew to sail her to the only place he knew he could find refuge, Nassau. It was there, in the pirates' infamous Republic, that Stede met and befriended Captain Thatch, the infamous and capable captain who had recently taken to calling himself Blackbeard. Thatch managed to convince Bonnet to hand over the Revenge's reins, leaving Stede happily confined to his cabin. The two sailed about as unlikely partners for some months, until Blackbeard took a far greater prize for himself, the Queen Anne's Revenge. After keeping Bonnet's Revenge in his own fleet for a short time, Blackbeard suddenly abandoned her along with most of its crew. Bonnet was again free to seek his own path. Perhaps believing he had been properly mentored under Blackbeard's tutelage, Bonnet struck out for the Danish island of St. Thomas, hoping to earn a privateering commission, but his crew had other ideas. Plunging headlong into piracy once more, Stede's crew lashed out recklessly at every prize they could find, resulting in their capture some months later near Cape Fear, North Carolina. While Stede awaited trial, numerous people came forward as witnesses to attest to the good quality of his character. But this came to nothing, and after one botched escape attempt, Stede was finally walked to the gallows in December of 1718. As the hangman slipped the noose around his neck, he broke down in tears, begging for mercy. The sight of his abject shame moved many to tears, but it was not enough to save him. The gentleman pirate was no more. I could have swore he died in a shootout. Maybe that's someone else I'm thinking of. Oh. I'm sure there's more about Calico Jack Rackham here, too, now that I think about it. I just wish we would have found him. Okay. Let's see. I think we've read that particular bit. After marooning Charles Spain and leaving his former captain with a small, shattered vessel, Rackham knocked about the West Indies for barely 2 months before returning to Nassau and accepting the king's pardon from Governor Rogers. Was it boredom that brought him back, or the affections of a lady he sought? Quite possibly the latter, for soon he found himself involved with another man's wife, the fetching Anne Bonny, a woman 20 years his junior. Which is kind of fucked up when you think about it. Anyways, I mean, not that there's anything wrong as long as they're adults, but still, it's kind of fucked up. When their relationship was discovered, Anne's husband was so appalled by his wife's infidelity, that's the fucked up part, that he tried to have her arrested and whipped. Rackham offered to pay for a divorce, but the husband would not hear of it. At their wits' end, Anne and Jack decided to elope and return to the sea as pirates. Joining their crew was Mary Reed, still passing as man. Together, the three set off in search of a fresh sip of freedom. But they did not get far. Within 4 months of their flight from Nassau, they were captured by authorities and brought to trial. Jack was kept in a prison in Jamaica, perhaps in a cell near his old rival, Charles Vane. Yeah, I can't believe we didn't find him. That disappoints me immensely. A few weeks later, he was hanged, and his body gibbeted just outside Port Royal on a small islet now called Rackham's Cay. Well, at least he got something named after him, I guess. Yeah, that counts for something, right? Okay, so what do we got around here to look for? Got that. Look at that. There's the observatory. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright. Let's do this. Come on. There we go. Oh, that guy's like, ugh, I guess I'll have to wait. He's doing a puzzle. Hey, man. Die. You're not getting me. There we go. Very nice. I think he was meant to say something there, but he didn't. Okay. Let's see. I'm gonna go back for those. We also need to synchronize that last point. Let's go back here. That's probably our best bet. So 3 more chests and a single beacon. Then we've got everything. Oh shit, yeah. Our treasure map. I totally forgot about that. Yeah, right there. It's like right over here. What one does this give us? Oh, it doesn't say. I totally forgot about the treasure. Oh my goodness. We could have had this ages ago. I mean, we probably wouldn't have used it yet. It's fine. Treasure. 4,000 reals. That's not terrible. There's 2 more buried treasure chests. We don't have maps for them, though. Begs the question, what are they for? Who knows? We'll get to the bottom of that when we get that far. Where is this chest? Is this a head? Can't tell. This map is really hard to, like, understand what I'm looking at. I don't think it's a head. I think it's back. It just seems in a really weird spot. We'll get to the bottom of it. Oh, hello. Fucking Jesus. Whoa. Edward. Settle down, buddy. That's a crocodile. It's fine. I think it's this way. Yes. Oh, hello. He lost track of me real quick. I won't complain, though. Alright, 2 more chests here. And there's 1 on each end of the beach, it looks like. I'm thinking I'll collect those. And after we collect all of those... Actually, let's go around this way. I don't think I can get to that tree. We're gonna have to fight all people on it. Ow. Bitch. Oh, I want my swords. Fuck you. That's fine. We'll live. After we collect the 2 treasures, we'll get our last synchronized point. Okay, yeah, I didn't want to be in the trees anyways. Fuck that. I don't even want to fight you. Let me go. Ow! That hurt like a bitch. It's okay, we escaped. It's fine. No biggie. I'll have to see if we got something to upgrade our ship, but, only time will tell. Okay. Let's see here. Another chest should be way over there. It looks like Hutia, but it looked like a beaver for a second. It had like an Assassin's Creed 3 flashback, but it didn't make the noise. It didn't have the tail. Just one of those things, I guess. Yeah, now I'm wondering where those last 2 treasure maps are. That's interesting that we didn't get those. Kind of confusing. I have to do some research before the next episode. We're getting relatively close to the end of the game, but we still got stuff to do around the area outside the Animus, whatever it's called. Abstergo Entertainment's building. I'm pretty sure that's the last, like, location anyway. So yeah, I'm really wondering where those last 2 treasure maps are. We'll get to the bottom of it. We'll get to the bottom of it. Also, I love that they're like, I don't want to model that. Just make it black and put the cannon sticking directly out of that. Funny. Doesn't look too bad from a distance, though. So, you know, I gotta give him that. We'll sell first. Sugar. And I said those backwards like I always do. But it's okay. It's fine. We can't get any upgrades. That's crazy. I know there's still ones we need. I thought. Yeah, we need the fire barrel storage, but we don't have the plan for that. Oh, that's it. That's literally all we're missing. Jesus Christ. I totally forgot. Okay. How do we get that? Yeah. These are the questions that I need answers to. I want my perfect ship. Right now. I would actually rather travel back to Tulum. We have enough to get that, I think. We're gonna get that, and then we're gonna go to the ship and swap back to our assassin outfit. So I think it's high time we put that back on. It just feels right, you know? So much as as much as I like the outfit we're currently wearing, it just feels wrong not to have the assassin one on once you join the assassins, you know? I think that's pretty obvious that's what we're going to be doing. Gimme, gimme, gimme. Mayan outfit. So, according to legend, the Mayan outfit was created using scavenged First Civilization materials and has the ability to deflect metal projectiles. Just like Captain Kidd's armor in Assassin's Creed 3. I think it looks pretty similar, if memory serves as well. It's not bad, but you don't get a hood. So, that's why I don't use it. Because I thought it was really cool when I first got it, and I wanted to have that, like, metal, like, bending effect. But if you get a cutscene where he puts his hood up, it doesn't work. So, you know. It's just one of those things, I guess. Alright, let's head back to the ship. Swap outfits. And I think we'll do that mission, and that mission will be the end of what I'm going to do on this episode, I reckon. So that's a pretty good episode of, in terms of like what we got done. We got a lot of things finished up. A lot of crazy parts. This is probably, I know I like talked, I read all that fucking stuff in the middle of it, but like other than that, this is probably the most exciting episode in terms of like the main story and stuff. Yeah, here we go. He did say these suit us. I would agree. Plus, we got all those upgrades, and they actually affected. So. Alright, let's grab this, because I can. Not the most useful, but sure, why not? Yeah, I'm getting tired, not gonna lie. I want to do this mission. Everything is permitted.
Jesus, Eddie, what the hell happened here?
You happened here, Edward. The damage you caused 6 years ago has not been undone.
I'm not an easy man to call a friend, am I? Is that why you're here?
To fight beside a man so driven by personal gain and glory is a hard thing, Edward. And I have come to feel the assassins and their creed a more honorable course. Have I been unfair?
No. For years I've been rushing around taking whatever I fancied, not giving a tinker's curse for those I hurt. And yet here I am, with riches and a reputation, feeling no wiser than when I left home. Yet when I turn around, look at the course I've run. There's not a man or woman that I love left standing beside me.
There is time to make amends, Captain Kenway.
Mary. Before she died, she asked me to do good by her, to sort out the mess I made. Can you help me?
Mary was fond of you, Edward. She saw something in your bearing that gave her hope you might one day fight with us.
Aye. She told me.
And what do you think of our creed?
It's hard to say. For if nothing is true, then why believe anything? And if everything is permitted, why not chase every desire?
Why, indeed.
It might be that this idea is only the beginning of wisdom, not its final form.
That's quite a step up from the Edward I met here many years ago.
Yeah, that it is. That it is. Hey,
So
look,
what
we
do you
finally got
think?
this.
It'll take some getting used to.
The second attack this month, I should have moved this village long ago.
I brought all this upon you years ago, but I will stand by you now.
It will take more than a few favors to call yourself a true assassin, Edward.
One thing at a time, mate.
Yeah, if you don't have a hood, that scene just doesn't fit right. Alright, we finally got the rope dart. Let's see, yeah, we can do that.
Only attack once.
But let me get the crafting done. Yes. Yes. Carry a ton of rope darts, huh?
Gone.
I'm on my way.
To the beach!
I love how they call them all hero upgrades. You know, the assassins will probably have to move.
Stay close, Edward.
This won't work.
Follow my lead.
Oh, Jesus. There we go. Just do that. I might need more rope darts here. Oh, I should have went across that, yeah. I don't think I can now. No, I don't think I can. Rip. That was cool. I never play with the rope dart in this game, to be honest. I was hoping I could get a rope dart from that lady. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's see.
Good to see you here, bud. Swift and clean. Merciful kills are all they deserve.
Alright. Oh, what the fuck? What the hell is falling? Oh my goodness. I wanted to, like, assassinate someone with a rope dart. By, like, climbing or something. Ow. It's good to see you, Ade. My favorite. Probably my favorite side character in this whole game is Adewale. He's great.
Find the men who let this attack. Finish him off.
Hey, we did it.
That coward is hiding aboard his ship.
Get him. You're done. You too. And you. There we go. Okay, let's board that ship. Dive. Be slightly smarter about this. Alright. Yeah, I can't believe they keep the rope dart for me that, like, all the way until this part of the game. That's crazy. That guy's coming over to check it out, it seems. Fuel jumping. I keep climbing on these fucking lanterns. Those guys are coming over. I want to climb up, damn it. Turn around. Okay. Go. Now. Got a rope because I think that'd be fun. Do. Ooh, that's not really where I wanted to go, but okay. Just walking away, god damn it. It's just over there. Oh, I got him, okay. That just works. Perfect. I'll take that.
Janumuk Awoyetel Abishan. And once more, you have our thanks, Edward. You are welcome here.
Thank you, sir. I'll rest here for a time before setting out, if I may. How's her child?
She is a strong woman, but not invincible.
That's also rough.
Edward. I'm sorry for your loss.
If I'd stayed in prison, they'd have taken him from me. He'd now be alive. Maybe this is God's way of saying I'm not fit to be a mother yet. Carrying on like I do. Cursing and drinking and fighting.
You are a fighter, aye. In prison, I heard stories of the infamous Anne Bonny and Mary Read taking on the King's Navy together. Just the pair of you.
It's all true. Anne would have won that day if Jack and his lads were passed out in the hold from drink. Everyone's gone, aren't they? Mary, Raccoon, Touch, all the rest. I miss them so. Rough as they were. Do you feel that too? All empty inside?
I do. Devil curse me.
Yeah. I can't think of more characters in the series that lose. Well, there's a few that lose pretty much as him. Ezio lost a lot. Edward loses everybody.
I know my targets by sight well enough. But how will I find them?
We have spies and informants in every city. Visit our bureaus and the assassins there will guide you.
That fixes Torres and Rogers. Bartholomew Roberts won't be near any city. It might take months to find him.
Or years. But you're a man of talent and quality, Captain Kenway. I believe you will find him.
Oh, we will.
And if you're at a loss, don't be afraid to call on your quartermaster for aid.
Quartermaster! What's our present course?
Due west, Captain, if it's still Kingston we're sailing for.
It is indeed, Miss Bonny. Call it out.
Weigh anchor and let fall the courses, lads. We're sailing for Jamaica.
It says I am to not have Ottawa. There's really.
How does it feel to bark so loud?
I've barked louder and to men twice as rough.
Tending bar at the Old Avery, you mean?
Among other places. And I sailed with Mary and Rackham for a time, remember?
Of course.
Mary did most of the captaining, Jack did most of the drinking.
Did Mary... Did she ever tell you who it was that fathered her child?
It was a young fella. Sailed with us on that last voyage. Poor lad was killed fighting beside us. The only man not too drunk to stand up for himself.
There was so much about her I didn't know. I called her a friend. But was I one in return?
She thought the world of you, Edward. I've no worries about that.
Well, That's good to hear.
Indeed. Well, I think that's where we're going to end this one. Could keep going, but that's just a perfect ending to it. So, I hope you guys enjoyed. I know I did. This was one of the better ones. This is just like, this whole section of the game is great. So next time, we're going to take on those legendary ships. That's my goal. So, and then we'll continue the main story. Hopefully, we'll figure out the class that'd be ideal. But anyways, until next time, this is my King of the Man 26 signing off once more.